family. Just wanted to stop there and holler at y'all real quick, all right? What's one of the things that you determine whether if you keeping that customer or not? That's the question of the day, all right? For me, it's a couple different factors, all right? It's some customers that I just can't keep, all right? Because I hate when I get a customer that wants to stand outside and either watch you the whole time. That's not really a deal breaker for me, but I don't like when customers stand outside and watch me the entire time. And also those customers that want to talk you to death and you just can't get away from them customers, all right? Do you got any of those customers in your business that literally will talk you to death and you can't either one either get the work started, or two, you can't leave the property because they just want to go on and on and on and on? I have a few customers that I had to let go because they didn't understand that when you running a business, you have to be efficient. And standing and talking to you for 20, 30, I had a customer talk to me for an hour on a few occasions. And I kept informing the customer, like, look, I don't want to be rude because, I mean, you want to show your customers that you care and that you appreciate them, right? So it's like, do I want to sit here and tell them, like, look, I got to go? Because even if I say, hey, I got to go, they'll still just sit there and keep talking and talking and talking to you, right? And to me, I just can't do it. Like, I got to go. Like, time is money, so efficiency is key to everything. So to me, I just can't stay there and talk to these customers all day. Two, the payment situation with customers, all right? That should be one of the top things that determines whether you keep a customer or not. You shouldn't be allowing customers to go back 2, 3, 4 payments before they pay you, and when they pay you, they partially pay you. So we initiated, in order for you to be one of our customers, you have to pay right at the completion of service or within that same business day. I understand some people might be at work, they haven't seen their grass yet, they don't know if it's something that need to be fixed, something that you need to come back and do or something like that, or anything. So I give them to the end of that business day. But we do keep credit cards on file. Is that something y'all do in y'all business? I would hope that you keep credit cards on file, because you'll be able to, and we don't have contracts, we have a service agreement. We're gonna have a discussion about that. But in our service agreement, it lets them know that we have the right, if you don't make your payment within 2 to 3 days, then we can automatically charge your card, and they have to sign off on it because we're not gonna be running around losing money dealing with these customers, y'all. These customers will try to get over on y'all. I know everybody show you the peachy cream, everything is perfect, everything is going great and amazing in their business, but they're not telling you about the losses that they taking. And I have taken losses in my business. I'll never sit here and tell y'all that I haven't taken losses in my business, because I have. And it hurt, y'all. It hurt when you take them losses, I'm telling you. So understanding when you have to let a customer go or not. Don't let the customer run up half of the summer bill on you and you haven't received the payment and you still coming by that property and taking care of them. I think that's the number one factor that determines if I keep a customer or not, okay? I was watching Blaze of Grass video yesterday. He was talking about how a little kid came and undercut him for one of his customers, and he was doing it way cheaper because he was doing a neighbor. You're going to deal with those type of people, and to be honest, when customers do that to me, I don't want that customer back. I mean, some of y'all might say, hey, I'm gonna just raise the price up, and I understand that. There's nothing wrong with that, but me, I like to have people that's loyal to me. I have a bunch of loyal customers, and I have a very low percentage rate on which customers drop back off. All right, so that's something you have to consider, I think, because you don't want to be having this huge turnaround rate every year where you losing 15, 20 customers to people because you just picking anybody for your business. I think you have to kind of screen your customers, and you have to get a little feeling and understanding. I know that you have to produce at a high level. We always talk about that. Producing at a high level in your business is key and imperative, right? So you have to be able to sit there and do the work properly. And I don't get to these properties in rush. I take my time, I do it right. If I'm by myself, even if I got somebody working with me, I make sure at the end of each customer that I personally go do a walk around. Because if I send somebody around to go do the trimming and they don't trim up under the bushes, most of my customers have gotten to the point where they're very particular about how their yard looks. And it's understandable because, like I said, we always producing at a high level. So, like I said, at the end of the day, you have to go and do your due diligence with your customers and make sure that you following up to make sure you walked around and make sure that property was taken care of properly, and that way you won't have to pretty much worry about getting paid. But I think, like I said, you have to screen your customers. It's some customers you just can't please. I've dealt with those type of customers. Oh, can you go do this? Oh, can you go do that? And I had to explain to those customers that you pay for basic cut and trim. You don't pay for flower bed treatment. You don't pay for none of the extra stuff, bush trimming, flower bed treatments, any of that. Now, some people do have it structured where they create like a package deal for their customers, and what they do is they say to the customer, all right, every month if you pay $200 a month, that will make sure that everything is included: your flower beds, your bushes, your basic cut and trim, anything else that they might want to get done that they normally do. Crack treatment, some people charge for that. That can all be included if you're doing it monthly, right? So that's something to think about. I haven't implemented that yet, but I do plan on implementing that next year to have something where they can pay for the month, and that way they don't have to worry about getting those bushes done, the flower beds done, because we don't do that. When you sign up with us, you get basic cut and trim, and you're told immediately that doesn't include flower bed treatment or weeding, de-weeding, anything to the flower beds, and that doesn't include cutting any bushes, anything like that. So that's something to consider when you handling your business. You know what I'm saying? So when you got your customers, making sure that your customer understand what it includes when you come to that property, because they have a high expectation that you come in there to do everything to that property for whatever the basic cut and trim price is, and you just can't operate like that. And if you start off doing it, I'm telling you, if you start off doing it, they're going to have that expectation for the rest of the year. So don't start giving them nothing extra if that's not how you operate in your business. Come up with a monthly plan for your customers so you can get those good customers that just pay every month. They pretty much pay for the month in advance, or some people will let them pay at the end of the month once the services are done. However you like to do it that way, but definitely not just taking any customers, all right? Because these customers will try to get over on you. A lot of the older customers, they still want to write checks. They say they don't know anything about technology. I really don't like dealing with those customers that doesn't know anything about technology, because I'm not trying to come back and pick up paychecks. I mean, personal checks or anything like that. I don't know if that's something you do in your business. Let me know if that's something you do. But I don't like coming back to pick up payments. I like to get my payments either through Zelle, Cash App, Apple Pay, credit cards. However you want to take your payments, you have that system set up, so that way you won't have to keep coming back out to these properties and picking up checks. So that's part of the screening too. If you're dealing with customers that's not internet savvy, they don't really know how to utilize certain apps and things like that, and they don't have kids or something that can show them, or even maybe you even can show them how to do it, so that way they can get it set up where you don't have to come back to the property and get your payments. But one thing for sure, I think that you have to screen out your customers and make sure that you're picking out the right customers for your business, all right? Because you don't want to be dealing with a whole lot of nonsense. You want to be getting in and out of these properties with the most efficiency that you can get. All right. So that's going to be very important, y'all. Make sure you're getting in and out with efficiency from these customers, because they will try to take advantage of you. They will try to get over on you. And every customer is just not going to be suitable for you and your business on how you like to operate. All right. So I think that you should have a certain criteria that you have for your customers, and I think that you need to make sure that your customers understand how you operate your business, how you run your business, so that way they don't think that every time you come into their property that you're going to be doing all the stuff to their property and they're only paying for basic cut and trim. You're not going to make money like that. So I don't recommend that you do anything like that. So, I mean, like I say, it's to each his own. You run your business how you want to run it, but knowing the type of customer that's best suitable for your business is always the best. You all those ones that like to nitpick and they act like they want all this perfection but don't want to pay the money. I don't like dealing with those type of customers because at the end of the day they want more for what the money that they paying, and you want customers that understand this is what you're gonna get for the amount of money that you're kicking out. All right, so that's how I operate in my business. Y'all let me know how y'all operate in y'all. Do y'all have a certain criteria for the customers in your business? Is it things that you look for? Do you deal with those customers that's not internet savvy and don't understand apps like Cash App, Zelle, Apple Pay, credit cards? They act like they don't understand that stuff. So then now you're trying to run back and get a check, or maybe coming to get the check on the next time. And if they're not home, do you keep those customers that don't like to pay? Do you keep the customers that you have to keep trying to hunt them down to get the money and they act like they don't understand, but you still go keep cutting? And I understand when you starting off new in the business, you just trying to just run up the game. You trying to run up your customers, right? And I understand that, but you have to understand the kind of losses you're going to take. We have about a 2% loss rate, and that's if that. Like we almost had like 100% no losses at this point because we never get neglected to get our payments. And we have had customers that supposed to pay on the first day, but they might have waited like 2 or 3 days to pay. And so it was like, all right, we let you slide, but we still give them a warning and let them know that payment is due directly, basically after the service is done or within that first business day. So if they're not home, they get a chance to come home, check the property out, make sure everything was done correctly, and then they make that payment. I understand that, so we ain't tripping on nothing like that. But at the end of the day, I think you have to choose your customers wisely, all right, because it's going to directly affect how your business is ran and the success of your business by having that customer criteria. Just certain things, certain telltale signs that you know is not going to be good for you. Let them customers go because they'll end up holding you up. You'll be taking all kind of losses and you'll not be advancing in your business the way you should be. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not all the way right. Y'all make sure y'all leave me some comments down below and let me know how y'all pick out y'all customers, the stuff y'all willing to deal with customers, the stuff you not, all of that, all right? Even if you're on weeklies, bi-weeklies, you let the customer know, and they understand that if it is on a bi-weekly but your grass is growing too high, I have to come by and do it weekly because we're not going to be cutting down the jungle every single time we come. And I've been through that too, y'all, so it's kind of rough. That's just piggybacking off of yesterday's topic. But yeah, we're going to try to tap in a lot more with these live videos and just really get to talking about different stuff that we're going through out here in the lawn care community, because it's a lot of tips and tricks. I seen one of my guys today, he pulled up on me like, man, I watched a video last night and he was getting to explaining how he operated his business and how it was a lot of good pointers in there that he wasn't even thinking about. So, you never know who you can reach when you out here just talking to people and you create these YouTube videos. That's why I tell all y'all, start your own channel. Let's keep on giving the knowledge out. Let's help the people that's coming up. Everybody needs that knowledge and that help. Everybody needs help. All right? If you say you don't need help, then I know something is going on. Everybody needs help in their business at some point. So if they can go through and look at your video and you can do something to help somebody, each one teach one, y'all. So again, leave me a comment below. Let me know how you run your business with your customers. Do you keep certain customers? You let them go? Why you don't keep them? Why you let them go? Just give some good, valuable information to some people that might want to check it out and get some advice on what they should do in their business with customers that's pretty much the not so good customers I look at. I mean, but like I say, to each his own. Certain things that bother me might not bother the next person. So nobody's right or wrong. It's just you just giving your opinion on how you operate your business and what's best for you in your business. All right. So again, I told y'all we're gonna start chopping it up a lot more, discussing the real topics like the behind the scenes topics. It's all good to catch, the videos, the how-to videos and stuff, and just saying how people do stuff in their business. But these type of conversations is on the back end stuff that a lot of guys that's starting out don't understand what they need to do or how they should handle these customers. So leaving that advice and giving that advice or mentoring somebody that's just coming into the game. Anybody that got questions, y'all know I always leave my email in the descriptions of my videos and stuff like that. So y'all can reach out to me whenever, and if I can help you, I'll try for sure. I ain't gonna leave you out there high and dry. So yeah, I just wanted to chop it up with y'all. Just had the conversations. All right, we're gonna try to do this at least 3 to 4 times a week. Let's just have conversation about the topics. All right. So I appreciate y'all. If it's your first time joining the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate you, and I'll see y'all at the next one. All right. Talk to you soon.